Hello, everybody, and welcome to the second review of Spooktober. And man, oh man, I'm really excited about this one because this is quite possibly going to be my favorite trilogy of movies. Now, I have not watched these in order, being that they released, the middle one released before this one. And yeah, the first movie of the series is X, brought to you by A24. And when I kept seeing previews and trailers for that movie, I just fell in love because I'm like, oh man, I really like the look of this, and it looks great. And of course, being it an A24 film, it did not show at my theater. Now, just want to note the day of recording this review, I did go see The Smashing Machine at my theater. So hopefully that is good. That is good signs of A24 films coming to my theater and staying. And I'm so sorry right now. I'm trying to get this fucking bolt in my desk. Are you watching? Yes. There we go. Yeah, but hopefully that means more A24 films will show up at my theater. Because, yeah, The Smashing Machine isn't really that violent or anything, but, I thought years back, I thought they would show, like, The Northman at my theater because they showed previews for it, but they didn't. And then I thought they would show The Iron Claw because they showed previews for it, but they didn't. But, yeah, whatever, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully more A24 films will come to my theater. But with that said, what is the movie for today's review? Today's morning, noon, or night's review? It is Pearl. And goddamn, ladies and gentlemen, Mia Goth does it again. She just becomes the character. I don't know how she does it, but she is fantastic at acting. She is able to take herself out of the real world and put herself in like a fantasy musical, but that fantasy musical is also mixed up with Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And goddamn, just first things first, the acting, perfect. Just from Mia Goth, her family, especially her dad. Her dad plays a fantastic mute character. And her mom plays a bitch. Her mom plays like the kind of person you want to hate. Is like, man, you won't let your children or people or friends or whoever go out and try to achieve something. You're just gonna try to keep them in the same loop. It's like, no, they're going to go off. They're going to get tired of it and go off on their own and try it themselves without your say. And I really fell in love with that story because it just, I'm like, man, that just truly shows me. It was like, hey man, you just need to go for it. No, don't stick to what everybody else is saying. Just go for it, and you will be 100 times happier. Because if you don't make it, at least you tried, and at least you know for sure. And yeah, that's one aspect I really liked. The other aspect I really liked, staying in the same acting vein, is it. This movie has David Cornsweet in it, our new Superman, and he did a really good job in here. I really enjoyed his acting of just the whole theater boy. That's what I'm gonna call him because I don't think he had a name. But yeah, theater boy. It did a really good job. Really bought his fear from Pearl. It's like, Pearl, I'm not saying anything. Just you're scaring me right now. And then he died because he doesn't know how to talk to a woman. You think you can just go off on your own? No, because then you're gonna get a pitchfork through your neck. And yeah, so take note, guys. Take note. But yeah, really good acting. Really enjoyed all of it, and I really enjoyed the story. And man, I really enjoyed the music in here too. The music is very catchy, very of the age, and man, definitely recommend the soundtrack to anybody because it'll just make you start bipping and bopping, if if that's a term that you can use. But man, the one thing I really liked about this ending is, you think it's over, you think it's like, okay, Pearl has just gone insane. But then her husband shows back up. And then he's like, Pearl, I'm home. And then it just lasts on Pearl saying, Howard, I missed you. And then just her contorting her face. And I'm just like, okay, well, what's going to come of that? And it kind of makes me want to watch X next just to get a whole connection. But then I kind of want to watch Maxine next to finish the trilogy and then rewatch it next year. Or, maybe this year. But, yeah, man, just really great. I really enjoyed the X movies, or however you want to put it, the Pearl trilogy. No, not Pearl trilogy, just the Pearl movies. I really enjoyed X. X was an interesting take on a horror movie. And, yeah, at first I thought it was just, going to be like, oh, people having fun and partying. But then, yeah, if you know what happens in that, you know. But if you don't, I'm not going to reveal it to you. But yeah, definitely a must-see in my opinion. This is what I love about A24. A24 does something different with horror each and every time that they do it. I mean, you look at Midsommar, you look at Hereditary, you look at Talk to Me, really like that. The Witch, I really like The Witch. I don't know if The Witch was made by them, but I really like that. And yeah, just really good. Really enjoy unique horror films, and this is definitely a unique one. And with that being said, there were a couple things I didn't really like, but looking back at them now, I can connect them to that universe. I'm like, okay, that makes sense. And yeah, I think this is a solid 9 out of 10. I don't know what that missing point is that makes it a 9 out of 10, but I really like it. And yeah, just really recommend it. Recommend it to anyone if you want to have a good time. And yeah, make sure no elders or anybody is around because this has some kinky shit. I mean, all I'm going to say is Scarecrow and Scare Whoa. So, yeah. Watch it at your own consent. But, I mean, she didn't give the Scarecrow consent. That's all I'm going to say. But with that said, ladies and gentlemen, the second review of the month of Spooktober is done. Really enjoyed doing these reviews and picking them back up. And I really enjoyed doing them for Spooktober because, one, it doesn't make me type out a bunch of words on an Instagram or Facebook post. So, yeah. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, hope you all are enjoying these series, and if you are, you know what to do, and if you aren't, get out of here. And with that said, have a good one, happy Spooktober, and bye-bye.